Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be doing a succulent haul video, and I wanted to do a whole video on every single plant that I bought, but that's kind of unrealistic only because it would take so long to go through. I think I bought a ridiculous amount of plants. I went crazy. I will show you on a plant tour on one of my next videos. I'm not 100% sure when that's going to happen, but stay tuned because it will be coming. So I bought these succulents from a local market. I go there pretty much every weekend because I have a ridiculous obsession with buying plants that I don't need, but I do it every single weekend. And then I tell myself the next day that I didn't need to do that, but who cares, because you do it too. I really hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up and like or subscribe or both, whatever you want to do. And yeah. So my first succulent I'm going to choose is the Haworthia. I hope I'm saying these right. Correct me if I'm not. The Haworthia Mirror Ball. I chose this one because I really love its little leaves and how they're almost see-through. There's a tiny bit of sunburn down the bottom there, but yeah, that's the overall look of the leaves. They've sort of got a little bit of like a rough texture to the top of them. But yeah, that's that little one. I fell in love with it, so I thought I would get that one. The next little sucker is a concolor. So I really love this one also. Let me get that to focus. So I really like this one also because the underside of the leaves have a really cool texture to them. They are kind of pretty bumpy. Actually, it's the whole leaf, but there's one that I'm going to show you soon that is pretty much just the underside. And it has little babies. I am a sucker for succulents with babies because you can take them off and propagate them, and I will be doing a video on that one time soon. So I'm not really sure of the ID of this one. If you have any idea, let me know in the comments below. But I was attracted to this one again for the little leaves. I love the look of the see-through leaves. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm talking about, but this little part here is really nice and see-through, and it's like a little glass top. This little one here is really similar to the one that I showed you before. It is called a Haworthia attenuata, I think. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please correct me. I will show you. The underside of these leaves are really cool and like they have a really lovely texture. It kind of reminds me of speed humps. And I like to call this a little zebra crossing. I don't know why, but that's just my little nickname for it. And I also love the way that it grows. Just that little star look to it and the spiral and everything like that. And also these grow little babies out from underneath. I'm not sure of the idea of this one also, but again, it's the see-through leaves that get me and how tight and compact they all are. It sort of reminds me of the donkey's tail, but in a Haworthia sort of version. And how cute and chubby they are. They're so like bulby and cute, and I just want to squeeze them. And I think everybody I have shown this plant to has had the same reaction, saying they want to squeeze the little leaves like pimples, which is kind of disgusting, but I love it and I never let anybody squeeze them. And yeah, that's that little one there. That's also one of my favorites. Now this little one here is the Crassula golem, and so it's really similar to the ogre's ears or Shrek's ears or whatever you want to call them. They have the really cool little holes in the top. My next culprit is the Black Knight. I really love this plant because of the dark leaves. It brings out the colour in most other plants when you put them together. Also in arrangements, it looks so pretty next to almost anything. I love it. It has quite long leaves as well. And they do get a bit of a chalky covering that you can kind of wipe off if you really try, but that is to prevent sunburn. And oops, also this has a little baby coming off the side also. Okay, I'm going to give this one a shot. This is an Echeveria Haubengeri. That sounds so bad. I have no idea if that's right, but I love it. I think it's beautiful. It has a really pretty little pink edge, you could say. I don't think it has a technical name. If it does, tell me again. I always seem to lean towards this little plant because it is so petite and it goes really well in arrangements, and it just finishes off and fills the rest of the plants. This is also another one I always lean towards. I think the little purple tips are stunning. And I also love how much symmetry there is in this plant. Like, it is so perfect and round, and you don't often see them very stretched out unless you've kept them in a really shady area. They're also usually really compact. I don't know if I can get that any closer for it to focus, but there is so many tiny little leaves. Like, each little purple speck is a new leaf. I think it's so beautiful. This one here is a Echeveria Pearl. I don't know if it's Pearl or Pearly von Nürnberg. This one here is absolutely stunning when it gets a bit of sun. It goes like this amazing shade of purple, and if I own it long enough to let it get that colour, then I will upload a photo on my Instagram. In my opinion, these little bits, the little pointy things, I don't know what they're really called, so I'm going to call them little bee stingers. They are my favourite part of this plant. This one is Echeveria Morning Beauty, and oh, look at it. Stunning! I love the colours. This has also, I don't know if you can see on the video, I hope you can, because it is so pretty. This pink outline on every one of the little leaves just finishes off this plant. It also grows in like a little rosette shape, which is one of my favourites. Rosettes and little chubby things. Oh my god, love them. This one here is a Graptivaria. I'm not too sure what variety it is, but again, oh, the colours in it are so pretty and I love them. Here we have another Graptivaria. This one is Graptivaria Purple Delight. I love it. You can see this one here also has the chalk sort of look, and I was just trying to show you on one of the succulents how that looks when you wipe the chalk off. It does kind of look messy, and I think it comes back. Like, I've done it on a fair few of my plants and it has seemed to come back. Also, oh, look at these really cute little babies that are starting to grow. If it will focus. Oh, absolutely stunning. And down here we have a little surprise one. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I can't really see it. But I know I have some type of ground cover that looks exactly like that. So I hope that's what it is, because it'll look really pretty once it starts to grow underneath there in my little plant. This one here is my new special one. It is a cocoon plant. So I have not really ever heard of this one before, but I was so excited when the man at the market showed me. It's almost like a little web around it, like a cocoon, obviously, hence the name, around the leaves, and it's so soft. It's almost like a little bit of velvet, and I love the frosty colours. It's just my thing, going for little frosted plants. It almost reminds me of chalk sticks, the same look but not the chalky texture. It is honestly, it's not even like a furry feeling. If you think of like a silky cocoon, that's how it feels. This one here is another favourite of mine. I always seem to steer towards the topsy-turvies, especially because look at the stunning little babies. I love the chubby leaves. It's got the chalky look to it and the frosty look. It also gets like a bit of pink on the tops. It must just be my little sucker that I love. I am a sucker for frosty plants. So this one here I just grabbed quickly to show you the difference between the Crassula Golem, and I'm pretty sure this one is the Ogre Ears. These ones are a lot longer and they're quite thin. I'll show you the two together. So that is the two. When you put them together, you can definitely tell the difference. One's got a lot more of a wider leaf, as opposed to this one has a really tall, thin leaf. This one here is also one of my favourites. I love the way it grows on a tall stem and is so chubby. Like, the little leaves are absolutely stunning. They have tiny pink dots. I don't know if you can see them. Oh yeah. So they have these tiny little pink dots on the leaves, which I think looks amazing. I love small details on plants. They just give that tiny bit more of a wow factor to your plants at home, whether it be in your garden or in pots. I just love these ones. So that concludes my succulent haul video. Thank you guys for watching this far. If you have any suggestions for my next video, it'll be a huge help to let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!